And we're on. Welcome. If you're new to this channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Logan. This is Timeless Personal Growth and Development. And today we're talking about child development. But it's going to be a little different today. I'm going to be talking about a new story that broke out about a week or so ago. It was a story that happened in high school in Australia, where there was an assembly that took place, and the staff of the school asked all the boys to stand up in this assembly and apologize to all the girls in the assembly, and basically apologize on behalf of their gender for past behaviors. So I'll read the little headline for you guys here to get a good taste of what this is about. Parents say they were left completely mortified after a school in Australia told male students to stand up in assembly and apologize to their female peers for behaviors of their gender. Victoria School held the whole school assembly last week when they say boys were asked to stand as a symbolic gesture of apology for the behaviors of their gender that have hurt or offended girls and women. While the school says the move was well intended, parents and male students have been left furious, with many speaking out about the event. So, this school obviously made headlines, and this story really resonated with me because I work in a school myself. I'm with children all day. Different because I work in a primary age group. Well, this happened in a high school, but it hit me pretty hard because the war against men, the war against boys, is very clear in this story. Very, very clear in this story. And I work with kids all day, and I'm around boys all day. And the boys that I work with, the kids that I work with, great boys, fantastic boys. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. And the war against boys is very clear in this story. And I'm not a parent myself. I don't have a son myself, but I could only imagine if I had a teenage son and he came home to me and then told me that he was forced to apologize for something he didn't do and forced to apologize for his own gender. To say that I would be furious and angry and outraged at the school, that'd be an understatement, man. If I were a parent, I would do anything in my power to have that entire administration fired from their jobs. And in my opinion, I think any staff member that was involved in this incident, involved in this situation, they should all lose their jobs and never work in the education system again, because we don't, my opinion, we shouldn't have people like this working in the education system and working with children. We shouldn't. And it's very clear to me that people that organized this situation, organized this assembly, organized boys to apologize for their gender and apologize to all the girls. It's very clear that the principal, whoever is in charge of this situation, has issues with men, or has issued with men in the past. And instead of actually being proactive and solving your own issues and improving them so it doesn't destroy your life, you project you're projecting that hatred onto boys, onto other people that have nothing to do with your trauma and your situation that has happened to you in the past. Boys have nothing. If boys haven't done anything horrible, they have nothing to apologize for. Nothing. Boys will be held accountable if they've done something to be held accountable for. And I see this situation, yes, obviously the principal, whoever in charge of this, was projecting own hatred amongst males onto these boys. over behaviors and situations that they never did. And it says here that a few of the boys went home and complained to their parents. They were confused. They didn't understand why they were apologizing. They didn't understand apologizing to girls of something that I never did and I never thought of doing, and I couldn't even imagine ever doing myself. For you're you're a potential rapist and a potential abuser. Just the fact that you're born a male, and that is so problematic. That is so problematic because the way I see this is, I understand what they were trying to do, what they were trying to prevent, but the strategy of what they were trying to do and trying to prevent just it causes the problem, causes more problems than fixing the problems that they were trying to prevent. So instilling this mindset and this framework into boys' heads that they're horrible and they're rapists and they're future abusers because they're born boys, that puts that builds that mindset in their head as they grow older. So as they grow older and have that mind frame, I'm just a horrible, abusive male because I was born a male. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So they're gonna act in ways that's gonna match with their framework of how they feel about themselves in their own head. You see the problem? So whatever issue, whatever problem, what kind of issue this demonstration was trying to solve, it's going to actually make the situation more problematic. It's actually going to cause more boys to potentially become rapists, become abusers, become misogynists, because you built this framework of guilt of being a boy and being horrible towards women, that they grow older and they're going to find ways to match that insecurity. Oh, well, you see? Well, I was born a boy. That means I'm horrible. That means I'm destined to become a misogynistic, abusive pig. And they will. They do. Instead of actually teaching boys that there's nothing wrong with their gender, there's nothing wrong with them being a boy, and actually teaching them positive masculinity by being proud of being a boy, being proud of their masculine energy, and using that masculine energy into helpful, productive things and progressing their life further and creating and building this world and help turning this world into a better place and leaving this world better than they found it. So see, a demonstration like this is actually just going to cause more problems, and it's actually going to cause the problems that they were trying to prevent. Because it's not based on preventing boys from becoming misogynistic pigs and spreading awareness of the awful behavior that boys have towards girls. That's not what it's trying to do. It's trying to demonize boys, not trying to make them better. It's trying to push them down and suppress them and to show them how horrible they really are. You're not empowering them. You're not teaching them better skills to improve themselves and to treat women better. That's not what they're trying to do, to spread awareness. This is not spreading awareness. This is demonizing boys. This is teaching young men that they're horrible. And they're going to grow up with that mind frame that they're horrible. And if you ever, I did a book review on this. It's called The Boy Crisis by Warren Farrell. Go check it out, my book reviews. And yeah, we are in the middle of a boy crisis, a boy war. And demonstration like this just proves that you're not trying to help boys and improve them. You're trying to destroy them. Because whatever reason, whatever female I've had bad experience towards men in the past, that's just one guy. One guy that you had a bad experience with. One guy. Don't generalize. Just because you had one bad experience with one guy doesn't mean all the males in the world are like that. You gotta find them. You gotta search for them. You gotta be able to screen the good guys are the bad guys. The good guys that actually treat women well, and the guys that don't. You just got to have a better screening process and being able to, yes, spread the awareness towards boys and men that abusive, misogynistic behavior towards women, no, it's not acceptable and it's not okay. But I'm going to end it like this. These kind of men, these kind of abusive, misogynistic men, they are not born. They are created. There's a difference. And when you have demonstrations like this, what does this do? It creates more of them. It teaches boys that they are born to be horrible towards women. And when boys think like that, it creates more of them. So just be more aware that these kind of demonstrations are not trying to help. It's not trying to help men or women. Not trying to help women either. It's a projection. Projection of past traumas, projection of past insecurities, projection of bad experience they had towards men. It's not trying to improve, not trying to self-improve. It's a war against men. You want to help boys, you want to help boys improve themselves, build them and teach them positive masculinity and be proud for being boys and teach them proper morals and proper values, but number one towards women. But the number one thing is build a strong mindset and build a strong framework inside themselves that it's nothing wrong to be a male. Be proud of being a male. Show it off, but do it in a healthy way. And have them learn positive masculinity. And on that note, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, you can like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Logan Ryder, Timeless Personal Growth and Development. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.